You are not afraid of the mountain. You are afraid of what climbing it will force you to confront about yourself. And if that sentence hits you harder than you expected, then keep listening. Because what I am about to show you will completely change the way you understand the book The Mountain Is You, and more importantly, the way you understand yourself. Most people read this book and think it's about self-sabotage, about productivity, about discipline, about fixing your life in neat little steps. But the truth is deeper, darker, more powerful, and far more uncomfortable. Because this book is not telling you to conquer a mountain. It is telling you to confront the parts of yourself you have buried so deeply that you have mistaken the burial for healing. And if you look closely at your life right now in 2025, you will see that your mountain has never been time, money, talent, or opportunity. Your mountain has always been the quiet war between the person you want to be and the person you have learned to survive as. Your mountain is the version of you that was shaped by childhood expectations, heartbreaks you never processed, failures you quietly blamed yourself for, achievements you minimized, the subtle guilt of wanting more, the comfort of staying small, the fear of disappointing people, the pressure to look like you have your life together, the exhaustion of being strong for everyone, and the hidden belief that transformation is for other people, not for you. And this is where the misunderstanding begins. Because people approach self-sabotage as a flaw, a weakness, a lack of discipline. But self-sabotage is not you being broken. It is you protecting yourself the only way you learn it how. And that means every time you procrastinate, every time you avoid something important, every time you stay in a toxic relationship, every time you settle for less, every time you shrink yourself to stay likable, every time you choose safety over growth, every one of those moments is your nervous system whispering, "We have been here before, and last time it hurt. So let's choose the familiar pain instead of the unfamiliar possibility." This book, The Mountain Is You, is not asking you to be stronger. It is asking you to become more honest. Honest about why you hold yourself back. Honest about how you numb your emotions. Honest about how you sabotage relationships that are good for you. Honest about why your goals repeat every year, but your life barely changes. Honest about the fact that sometimes you do not fear failure. You fear responsibility. You fear being visible. You fear being seen succeeding, and then being expected to maintain that success. And if you live in the modern world, especially in the West, especially in a hyper-connected society where everyone is performing their life online, you have been conditioned to believe that growth is glamorous. But real growth is brutal. Because real growth demands that you stop negotiating with the dysfunctional parts of yourself that you have protected for so long that they now feel like personality traits. Let me show you what this book is actually teaching you. It is teaching you that your life has two selves. The self you present and the self you avoid. The self that sets goals and the self that stands in the way. The self that dreams and the self that doubts. The self that wants to evolve and the self that clings to who you used to be. And your mountain is the distance between the two. The uncomfortable truth is this: you cannot become the next version of yourself and still keep the habits, relationships, beliefs, and emotional reflexes of the old version. But your brain is designed for safety, not greatness. So when you try to climb your mountain, your brain will trigger old fears, old memories, old wounds. Because certainty is safer than possibility, even if certainty is slowly killing your spirit. The book explains something people rarely understand, that self-sabotage is self-protection. And if you want to change your life, you don't fix sabotage. You fix the reason you needed protection. Let's go deeper. Imagine this. You want to be confident. But being confident would mean speaking up, expressing your needs, setting boundaries, saying no, being seen, and those things may have gotten you hurt in the past. So your brain blocks confidence to keep you safe. You want to be wealthy, but wealth would require responsibility, decision-making, vulnerability, discipline, visibility, and maybe financial trauma taught you that money leads to instability or conflict. So your brain sabotages the pursuit of wealth because safety is the priority. You want love, deep healthy love, but healthy love requires emotional availability, trust, communication, presence. And if your past relationships taught you abandonment or betrayal, your brain rejects good love and gravitates toward familiarity instead, even if it hurts. This is why you repeat patterns that your mind swears you are done with, because your subconscious is still protecting you from the version of life you consciously want. And the mountain is the internal journey of reteaching your brain that safety does not only exist in what is familiar. Safety can exist in what is becoming. Here is the part most people never realize. Your mountain is not the external goal. It is the internal upgrade required to receive that goal. The mountain is not starting the business. The mountain is believing you deserve to see yourself as a leader. The mountain is not finding love. The mountain is learning you are worthy of love beyond convenience. The mountain is not healing. The mountain is admitting you are still hurting. The mountain is not success. The mountain is shedding the parts of you that believe success is for other people. And the climb is not made of grand heroic moments. It's made of tiny decisions, small emotional shifts, uncomfortable self-awareness, difficult truths, the kind of internal work that no one praises you for, but everyone benefits from once you change. Let's make this personal. There is someone watching this right now who is exhausted, not physically, but emotionally exhausted from carrying unspoken expectations, from being the reliable one, from being the strong one, from being the friend who never breaks, the partner who never complains, the child who always overperforms. And you have reached a point where your burnout is quiet, private, invisible. And this book is telling you that your exhaustion is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that your mountain is demanding your attention. Another person watching this has dreams so big that they terrify you. Dreams that require you to evolve into someone you do not even fully recognize. And you have been waiting for the perfect moment to start. But the moment has not come. Because your mountain is not a timing problem. It is a self-trust problem. Someone else watching this feels stuck. Not because you lack intelligence or ambition, but because you have spent years living in survival mode. And when you live in survival mode, growth feels dangerous. Peace feels suspicious. Happiness feels temporary. You are not stuck because you are unworthy. You are stuck because your nervous system has never been taught how to live without chaos. This book is not asking you to fix your life. It is asking you to understand it. It is asking you to stop shaming yourself for coping in the only ways you know how. It is asking you to stop calling yourself lazy when you may actually be overwhelmed. It is asking you to stop labeling yourself inconsistent when your inconsistency is a symptom of emotional fatigue. It is asking you to stop pretending you are fine when the truth is you are tired of pretending. This book is asking you to stop seeing yourself as the problem and start seeing your patterns as the message. And this is where the transformation begins. In 2025, the world is changing faster than human beings are built to adapt, and millions of people are quietly drowning in emotional overload, financial pressure, loneliness, self-doubt, digital comparison, societal expectations, and the fear of falling behind. We are living in a world where almost everyone is silently struggling, but pretending they are not. And the mountain is not the economy, not the job market, not inflation, not dating culture, not politics, not burnout, not technology. The mountain is your internal relationship with all those things. We are all climbing different mountains, but we are all battling the same truth, that you cannot change your life until you stop running from yourself. The modern world encourages distraction, noise, busyness, endless scrolling, comparison, consumption, and the more overwhelmed you are, the easier it is for life to control you instead of you controlling your life. This book invites you to slow down long enough to hear your own mind speak, because when you listen, you will realize the mountain is not external resistance. The mountain is internal misalignment. Let me show you a perspective most people never consider. Every version of you that you have ever been still lives inside you. The child who felt unseen, the teenager who felt misunderstood, the hurt adult who learned to stay silent, the dreamer who stopped dreaming, the fighter who got tired. They all exist in your subconscious, and the mountain is the emotional integration of these versions. It is not becoming someone new, it is becoming someone whole. Self-improvement is not about upgrading your personality. It is about unburying your authenticity. Healing is not about becoming better, it is about becoming honest. Success is not about reaching the top. It is about becoming the type of person who can stay there without collapsing internally. The climb is the identity shift. Identity is the true battlefield of this book, because your life can only expand as far as your identity allows. And your identity is built on emotional history, on beliefs formed when you were too young to question them, on moments that shaped you more than you realized, on survival strategies that became lifestyles. You cannot outgrow an identity you refuse to outlive. And that is why the mountain feels heavy. The mountain is all the pieces of you that have been waiting to be rewritten. This is why the book says transformation is uncomfortable. Because transformation is not motivational quotes, not morning routines, not affirmations without action. Transformation is sitting with yourself long enough to understand why you destroy the things you say you want. And when you finally understand your patterns, something shifts. The mountain stops looking like an obstacle and starts looking like a blueprint. The mountain is not blocking your path. The mountain is shaping your path. One of the most powerful lessons from this book is this. Your triggers are not there to hurt you. Your triggers are there to teach you. And the things that irritate you, frustrate you, overwhelm you, or scare you are messages from your subconscious showing you the places inside yourself that still need attention. Your triggers reveal your mountain. Your emotions reveal your mountain. Your fears reveal your mountain. Your dreams reveal your mountain. Your resistance reveals your mountain. And here is the revelation no one talks about. Your mountain is the place where your pain and your potential intersect. The same place you avoid is the same place your breakthrough waits. If you want confidence, you must climb the mountain of self-doubt. If you want peace, you must climb the mountain of unresolved emotions. If you want abundance, you must climb the mountain of scarcity beliefs. If you want love, you must climb the mountain of vulnerability. If you want purpose, you must climb the mountain of fear. Someone watching this has been praying for change, journaling for change, hoping for change, but avoiding the mountain because you thought the mountain was punishment, when the mountain has always been preparation. You do not become stronger by avoiding the weight. You become stronger by lifting it. And everything you fear right now is the weight that builds the version of you keep dreaming about. Let me give you the most important perspective shift of all. Your mountain is not climbed in one moment. It is climbed in micro-choices. The hard conversations, the boundary you enforce, the apology you give to yourself, the honesty you embrace, the belief you unlearn, the dream you take seriously, the habit you choose even when you are tired, the small step you take when no one is watching. Growth is quiet before it is visible. Healing is messy before it is graceful. Progress is slow before it is undeniable. Transformation is internal before it is external. The mountain will feel impossible until one day it becomes obvious that you are always capable. And when you reach the top, you will not look down and think, I conquered the mountain. You will look within and realize, I conquered myself. That is the message of this book. Not self-help, but self-alignment. Not self-improvement, but self-understanding. Not becoming better, but becoming real. Not climbing the mountain, but becoming the person capable of climbing anything. Your mountain is you, your challenge is you, your resistance is you, your future is also you. And the climb begins the moment you stop asking, why is my life like this? And start asking, what is my life trying to show me? So let me end with this. Somewhere deep inside you, there is a version of yourself you have not met yet. A version that is stronger, calmer, wiser, more confident, more courageous, more emotionally grounded, more alive than you have ever been. And they are calling to you from the other side of your mountain. Your life does not change when you learn new information. Your life changes when you become someone new, and that begins right now. The moment you decide that the mountain is not your enemy, the mountain is your path. Climb it. If this message spoke to you deeply, then do one thing for yourself. Like the video. Comment your thoughts below. Subscribe for more life-changing breakdowns. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Your next breakthrough may be in the next video.